Ever wonder how a late fee for a movie completely changed the way we watch TV? It all started with a guy named Reed Hastings and a copy of Apollo 13. Back in 1997, Hastings rented the movie and, like many of us, forgot to return it on time. He was hit with a $40 late fee. Annoying, right? But for Hastings, that moment was a revelation. He started thinking, what if there was a better way? A way to rent movies without deadlines and without those dreaded late fees. He teamed up with his friend, a marketing whiz named Mark Randolph, and they brainstormed ideas. They were fascinated by the new DVD technology. These thin, lightweight discs were perfect for mailing. And just like that, the idea for Netflix was born. In 1998, they launched the world's first online DVD rental store. You'd go to their website, pick a movie, and a few days later a red envelope would show up in your mailbox. It was a novel concept, but it wasn't an instant success. People were still used to going to their local Blockbuster. Netflix was burning through cash, and they were desperate. They even tried to sell the company to Blockbuster for $50 million. In a now infamous meeting, the Blockbuster CEO basically laughed them out of the room. He just couldn't see the potential. Little did he know he was turning down the company that would eventually put him out of business. This rejection forced Hastings and Randolph to get creative. They knew they needed a game changer. In 1999, they introduced a subscription model. For a flat monthly fee, you could rent as many DVDs as you wanted, with no late fees, ever. You just had to return one to get the next one on your list. This was the masterstroke. People loved the convenience and the freedom. The little red envelopes started becoming a common sight in mailboxes all across America. The business exploded. By 2005, Netflix was shipping over 1 million DVDs every single day. They had built a loyal customer base and a sophisticated distribution network that was the envy of the industry. But Reed Hastings was always looking ahead. He knew that physical media wouldn't last forever. The future, he believed, was digital. The internet was getting faster, and the idea of downloading or streaming movies directly to your computer was no longer science fiction. In 2007, Netflix took its most audacious leap yet. They introduced their Watch Now feature, allowing subscribers to stream a limited library of movies and TV shows directly to their PCs. The beginning of streaming was rough. The selection was small, the quality wasn't great, and you needed a pretty good internet connection. Many people thought it was a gimmick, a distraction from their successful DVD business. Even within Netflix, there was resistance. But Hastings was adamant. He famously said he was willing to cannibalize his own DVD business to build the future of streaming. And he was right. As internet speeds improved and streaming devices like the Roku and Xbox 360 integrated Netflix, the service became more and more popular. People loved the instant gratification of clicking a button and having a movie start immediately. The DVD business started to decline, and the streaming business soared. By 2011, Netflix had more subscribers than any cable company in the United States. They had officially conquered the living room. But conquering distribution was only half the battle. Netflix was still dependent on Hollywood studios for its content, and those studios were starting to get nervous. They saw Netflix not as a partner, but as a competitor. They started demanding higher and higher licensing fees, and some even threatened to pull their content altogether. Once again, Netflix needed to evolve. If they couldn't rely on others for content, they would have to make it themselves. It was a massive gamble. Creating original content is incredibly expensive and risky. But they went all in. In 2013, they released their first major original series, House of Cards. They didn't just buy the show, they outbid major networks like HBO and committed to 2 full seasons up front, without even seeing a pilot. They also released the entire season at once, pioneering the concept of binge-watching. House of Cards was a cultural phenomenon. It was a critical and commercial smash hit, winning Emmy Awards and proving that a streaming service could produce television on par with the best in the world. This opened the floodgates. Soon came Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, The Crown, Narcos, and a seemingly endless stream of original movies, documentaries, and stand-up specials. Netflix transformed from a tech company that distributed content into a full-blown, global production studio. They started producing content in different languages and countries, tailoring their originals to local tastes and discovering new talent from all over the world. Shows like Money Heist from Spain, Dark from Germany, and Squid Game from South Korea became massive global hits, proving that great stories can come from anywhere. Today, Netflix is a media giant, but the battlefield has changed. The streaming wars are in full swing. Disney, Apple, Amazon, and Warner Brothers have all launched their own powerful streaming services, pulling their content from Netflix and competing for subscribers. The company that was once the disruptor is now the incumbent, facing a new wave of challengers. So what's next for Netflix? They're exploring new avenues, like interactive shows and mobile gaming. They're continuing to invest billions in international content, hoping to find the next global hit. The journey from a $40 late fee to a global entertainment empire has been one of constant innovation and bold risks. The story of Netflix is a testament to the power of a simple idea and the courage to change with the times. Whatever comes next, one thing is for sure. They've already changed the way we watch, and they're not done yet. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories about the companies that shape our world. See you in the next one.